Hello, hi John. I'm Diego from Jump Metal.
Hi Diego, how are ya?
Good, good. And how are you?
Oh, it's been a long week, but I'm doing okay. I'm glad it's Friday.
Alright, so let's start the interview. So first, congratulations for the Awaken The Guardian live. It seems very nice, the presentation in the Keep It True festival. The experience.
It was a great experience. They dragged me kicking and screaming to do the show, but in the end, I'm glad I did it. It was a great experience. The fans, I had been to KIT in Germany in 2012, and again for the Awaken The Guardian 30th, and the fans were just out of this world. We were well received, and I really enjoyed myself at the show.
Yeah, great. And how you contact the original lineup of Fates of Warning to do those shows last year?
Well, Jim, of course, Jim Matheos, the guitar player, he was pretty much the impetus of it. It was his idea. Fates Warning through the years, it seems like they always do, anniversary albums, for their anniversary. So he thought that, it would be appropriate to do a 30-year Awaken the Guardian also, which, I think it was a good thing also. So I said, yeah, that I would do it because mainly for the fans. There's a lot of fans that unfortunately have not been able to see the the original members of Fates Warning play because I never personally got to Europe, and a lot of people were not be able to see the show. So the DVDs were like a perfect opportunity for people who have not been able to see it, to be able to see it.
Yeah, nice stuff. And on June, you're gonna present the album on US. And what's your expectations for that? And what can you guarantee to your fans?
No guarantees.
No guarantees.
Yeah, right. Well, it's actually in here in the United States. It's going to be out like in a week, I think, in April. So I have not seen any of it yet, but some other people have seen it, and all I can do is hope that that everybody enjoys it. I'm always hypercritical of myself. The band performed really well. We're all 30 years older, so it's it's going to be a little bit different. Age seems to for vocalists, anyways. But everybody did the best they could, and I think in the end everything sounds pretty decent. We took the audio and the video into the studio, and we fixed some of it. I mean, very little of it though. Actually, we wanted to have it retain the live feel. So I'd say 80% is all original. We kept everything without touching it, and then we just fixed a few things that we thought needed to be fixed. So I can just keep my fingers crossed, and I hope everybody likes it. That's all.
Yeah, sure, they will like. And well, from the beginning, when you start singing, how did you learn? Or how?
Oh boy, before the band, right? You mean way back?
Yeah. When you start singing.
Well, my family is very musical. My older sister is a concert pianist. My other sister is a classical vocalist. My mother played piano. My father sang. So it's kind of like in the family. So very early on, I noticed that I enjoyed music from a very young age. And then even I went to Catholic school, and I played guitar and sang in a folk group. And then I was always in a band. I played guitar and sang. And we do cover music or whatever, cover songs, Judas Priest and Elton John, whatever. So I've always been involved with music. As far as getting involved with metal music, I guess it's like when I first heard metal, like Uriah Heep, and then Iron Maiden, and so I got into heavy metal because I just really enjoyed it. I put the guitar down because there were so many great guitar players out there, and I just concentrated on singing, on vocals. So that's I got involved with metal bands, and then Fates Warning, and I never looked back. So I never really concentrated fully on vocals until I joined Fates Warning, being a vocalist and a front man.
Okay, so you mix classical experience from your family and the metal influence, but where was the prog rock, or which were your influence on that side?
On the progressive rock?
Yeah, on the progressive.
Well, I early bands like Yes, like I said, Uriah Heep.
Yeah.
I guess that all depends on what your definition of progressive metal is. And metal is just hard driving music, but to me, progressive is taking it to another level and either being more complex or just adding more more to it. So those are my early influences, and then of course Iron Maiden and Judas Priest and Black Sabbath. I mean, I think a lot of the standards that a lot of people, a lot of metalheads like. I'm in the same venue, but as far as my own personal musical writing with the lyrics and the melody lines, I think it's an influence of everything. Yeah, sometimes we don't know where our influences come from. Part of my genetic makeup is I'm Irish, Scottish, from those parts of the world, and which my ancestors were very heavily, involved with their music, with the Celtic type of phrasing and singing. So I believe wholeheartedly that we are also genetically connected to our music too. So.
Yeah, great. And how did you feel when Awaken The Guardian was named in the Billboard chart?
That was awesome. That's something that we didn't expect really when we were, recording Awaken The Guardian. Just a bunch of guys doing what we were doing. We were making music, and we were. It was only our third album, so we were experimenting with guitar harmonies. Time signature changes, more complex kind of metal, more progressive.
Yeah.
So when that music was accepted, in the mainstream, to say, that was a big surprise, and it was very exciting.
Yeah, definitely, I can imagine. And also, I've heard that fans want Nike Unbroken and the Spectre Within live too. Is it possible?
You mean for like a shows, anniversary shows?
Yeah, anniversary. Well, it has passed. It was from 1984 and 1982, if I'm wrong. Yeah, I'm wrong, but
right.
But yeah, the fans really want those albums because they were awesome at the time.
Well, that's cool. But what was nice about the 30-year Awaken The Guardian, we did play. We played material off of Night on Brocken and Spectre Within, so that was nice that we were able to go back further, to the older albums. Hey, maybe 30 years from Sympathetic Resonance, when I'm like 95, maybe we can do a reunion for 30 years for that album, but I doubt that. But
the 35th anniversary.
Yeah, I don't think I'll be alive at that point, but that's all right.
Okay. And also I've heard that it's possible another Arch Matthews album.
Yeah, well, you heard about something that already. Okay.
Okay.
I've been doing a lot of interviews lately. All week, probably 6 or 7 a night. And that's been the main question to me. Do you think you'll get involved with another either solo album or an Arch Matthews? So I like I told everybody, what I can say is that I'm currently writing some song ideas, lyrics, song titles, and a little things on my guitar. And I have spoken to Jim, and it's been well received. So there is a very high possibility that it wouldn't be this year, but because it takes a long time. But there's a very good possibility that that's going to happen.
Okay, great. We're looking for that.
Cool.
And,
I know. I'm dancing around your question, but I just have to be careful what I say.
Yeah, I understand. Well, in talking about your voice, because it's very well preserved, and it's true that living a healthy lifestyle and no touring frequently has helped you to preserve your voice?
I'm sure that it has. being outdoors and athletic, I think it helps your lungs, your lung power. And, I don't smoke. I drink very little, maybe on occasion. So maybe that has something to do with it too. But, yeah, I've been able to retain, most of my range. It's not the way it used to be, 30 years ago, but I've been pretty fortunate. I can get you some practice rehearsal tapes that, will show you that not every night sounds good. There were some good nights that I sounded like, when I was rehearsing for the shows, like I was, really psyched saying, okay, good, I can do this, and then there were other nights where, I don't know, for some reason you just hit a wall and you don't sound very good. But I think that was part of the process of getting your voice back in shape again. You're just going through muscle changes and things going on metaphysically. So I consider myself lucky to be able to, be able to sing that stuff. And as I move forward, hopefully, another recording, I'll be able to retain, some strength in my voice and probably not go as high, but I would like to actually develop more of my range, like more mids, more lows, and and retain the highs too.
Great. I wish you the best for that.
Oh, thank you. I wish you the best too. So thank you.
And what's your plans for this year after the U.S. tour? You think?
Well, again, I'm pretty hyper focused on writing. It seems like once I get into that, I don't know, that creative mode, I don't care if I'm driving my car, I always have a, marker and a pad, so I can write down ideas, or I have a recorder, so if I get up in the morning and all of a sudden you have an idea, I record it. So usually that is the beginning, those are the beginning steps of writing. And so once that starts happening, I just get totally engulfed in it. I really can't think of anything else but, the lyrics and music and melodies and things like that. So that's pretty much what I'm focused on now. I'd like to, stay focused on writing.
Great. So that's good news. Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
And
I think so too.
Yeah. And so to finish, what's your message for your fans?
My message has always been the same, and it's to thank the fans because it's been 30 years, and we've met so many incredible people. We've played in front of so many incredible people. They have good taste in music, and they've really, in all seriousness, they've given back to me more than I've given to them, and they've actually made my life fuller. So I think it's like a give and take thing where everybody's happy, and that's a good thing, So thank you to everybody for all the support over the years.
Thank you very much to you too.
All right. No, my pleasure, man.